Hey, welcome back to another episode of Midwest Pit. It's me. Everybody knows me. Oh my fucking god, I forgot to ask what I should even call you. Like what's your name? Like, what should I say?
Just Ari is fine.
It's Ari! Give it up for Ari, everybody.
Woo.
So,
Hi.
first, hi, how you doing? What you been up to?
I'm good. I'm good. Today I had a lot of important meetings to get done, but we're doing nothing for the most part.
Right on. No big events or anything the past week or so?
No, not really. Just uh, work and gaming. It's kind of all I do is play video games.
Gaming. Gamers. Hey, gamers.
The most depressed group.
That's kind of all I do, really. I don't really got much going on.
It's always nice to have nothing going on. Better to have not that much stuff. The mundane is usually the most comforting.
Yeah. Well, some Fire Emblem Heroes news.
Ah, we don't.
Tomorrow, the trailer for the new characters comes out.
What even is the new characters? I don't play heroes because it's mid.
So we predict, as is annually, how it is. It's going to be the fallen heroes, which are like the evil ones, the evil versions of the good guys usually.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
really don't know. I don't know what to expect. What I don't want is Scarlet,
Why not?
because evil Scarlet says nothing other than kill me and thank you.
Hey, I mean, you know what? Scarlet got saved from being in a bad video game, so I get it. She
I guess.
escaped a fate worse than death as being in a terrible video game.
I guess so.
It still pains me that the only character that fucking dies in Fates is my favorite character of all time. So
Well, I mean, Kaze can die too.
you know what's funny? I actually didn't even know he could die because my first ever playthrough, I just got A support with him naturally, and it took me, I think as recently as like 2 years ago, when I was doing a lunatic playthrough of Birthright. I got, I think, to C support, and I just forgot to fill him out. And he died, and I was like, "Wait a minute, where's Kaze at?" It's like, and I'm going to Google, I'm like, "Okay, wait a minute." So yeah, I didn't realize he could die in chapter, was it 18?
I don't know.
I think it's 18 when the wolf skin stuff happens. But I didn't know he could die, and I was just like, "That's funny."
Yeah. Well, that's weird. I feel like that's weird. There's some weird choices in that game.
Yeah, the fact that you can mirror your siblings is
It's so fucking funny. Like you get the Nor family where it's like, well, we're not really
technically
related.
related.
And then, like, what is it in Birthright? There's you marry one of your siblings, and it's like, hey Corin, we found this letter from Mom.
Yeah, so by the way, you find a letter. You're not our actual real family.
Yeah.
So.
And then Azura is just literally your cousin, right?
Yeah, no, she's canonically your cousin. Yeah.
And like, it's just like, well,
You know what? You should be like base Jugro. You know what? I know you're my half sibling, but you know what? Who fucking cares?
Right.
Soph and Julia? Sure, let's make them fuck or whatever. Fine. Who gives a fuck?
Isn't like
It's just so shitty. It's so dumb.
isn't like the easiest, the way to get Julia and Seliph together is like some integer overflow thing where it goes like,
yes,
she's
I
like
think it's like a
so
I can't-
like the jealousy system gets like so low that it goes
yeah,
to like
it
ultra high.
overflows. Yeah, overflows to them being married. And
What
stuff.
the fuck?
But like that's a glitch, so it's like
Right.
unintended, right? But in the actual story, no, like fucking who is it? It's I don't remember. It's some character. Well, I mean, like I don't know if you care about spoilers or whatever for
It don't
FA4.
matter. It don't
Okay.
matter.
So I'm pretty sure Arvis and Deirdre are related. So
I think I heard about that.
yeah. So they're related, and Arvis had Jewel. What's that nigga's name? Julian.
Is it Julian?
Julius.
It's
Yeah,
Julius. Yeah,
Julius.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and so he's a product of incest, which is
No wonder he's
so
evil.
yeah. No wonder he's evil. He's a product of incest. Yeah.
Um,
And then you
what
have
was I saying?
what is it? Fire Emblem Three Houses, where the whole plot is just like Rhea trying to get back her mom, so you can marry your technical mom granddaughter, however the fuck that shit goes.
Weird. So
Yeah,
weird.
yeah. Fire Emblem and incest go hand in hand.
Yep. So back to Heroes. They recently did a voting gauntlet, a mage themed voting gauntlet,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't remember everyone that was in it, but it was like men versus women, and
Okay.
the finalists, which is going on right now, the finals is Lysithea versus Garnif.
That's sad. That's fucking hilarious. How did Gardo get that high?
I don't know. He was going against Reinhardt in round one. I was Team Reinhardt.
You know what? I want Gardo to win just for the funnies.
He probably will. I think he won one once.
I want Gardo to win for the funnies. I like Cynthia, but that sounds hilarious.
Current details. Let me see. Because Lewin won over fucking Soren.
That's surprising. Not because. I mean, that's surprising just because FE 9, 10 or more well known, I guess. But then again, FE4 is pretty good, so I guess I get it.
I mean, like, I like Soren a lot. I think he's cool. I like his voice actor, Kyle.
I like his racism.
I don't like that part.
No, I like Soren.
What is it? His voice actor is Kyle McCarley, who also does Alm and 9S in Nier.
I like the drama CD. So like I like the what is it? The FE10 drama CD. His Japanese voice actor is pretty good. I don't know who it is, but he's pretty good.
I wonder if the one from the CD is the same as what they got in Heroes now.
I doubt it, but I'm not sure.
So the other two, the other contestants on the right side, which are the girls, were Celica versus oh god, I totally forgot this bitch's name.
What game is she in?
She's a Heroes OC. She's
never mind. I don't give a fuck about that then. Never mind.
I think it's like Atri or something. It's like the little girl witch that rides like a huge gun.
I haven't played Fire Emblem Heroes since book 3, so I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, yeah. She was like two years after.
Yeah, I'm completely tapped out of this shit.
Like, I like the idea of the fucking, like, a witch and where her magic comes out of is a big fuck off gun. But I don't like the little kid part. I'm just not into, like, the, like, younger looking anime characters. I'm not into it. I'm just not.
I'm glad you're not like Drake. I'm glad we can set the record straight.
Oh.
I have a complicated relationship. Not because I also don't like him, but I hate that my favorite characters, like I like Cynthia a lot, and you can kind of it's always like I have to hit my head down in shame when I say I like Cynthia because
Well, I mean, she's like 21 at the end of the game though, right?
yeah, but I
still
still like her, throughout the entirety of it.
Yeah.
So it's just like I gotta put my head down in shame. And even then, it's just like weird. Like okay. Real talk about Three Houses. I dislike the fact that you could mirror your students.
It's
just
weird
because it feels weird.
Right. Oh,
They should have done.
Weird. I feel like they should have done like old supports where it's just like either like a goofy story or just like backstory.
Well, I don't mind. It's just like for me, it feels like, I guess in the case of Claude, it feels like it's poorly justified as to why Ballard should give a fuck about any of these people, or why, or vice versa.
Right.
Like Edelgard, she only kind of wants to use her, is what it feels like in some of the story. Like it comes off as like, it's, especially if they don't like build a, S support. It feels like the entirety is just like Edelgard kind of using Byleth for the progenitor god thing, and not necessarily because like she's drawn to Byleth. And if you get like closer, it feels even more weird because like Edelgard is so like fixated on Byleth. Well, I don't see fucking how niggas cardboard, but like she's so fixated on it on him. It just feels weird. The only like main cast member I can see like, okay, this makes sense, and it's just Dimitri, because like it's very clear that like Dimitri, like in every other route that Dimitri's not there with Byleth, he either dies or dies or goes to shit and dies. Yep. Like it's the only one where okay, it makes sense as to why like Dimitri X Byleth is like a canon ship, and even then it's like it's very clear that he still cherishes Byleth a lot because Byleth's life has changed. He changed Byleth's life for the better or whatever, but it just feels weird otherwise. It's just like fuck. Right. Stop being weird.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, it's why I like Engage sometimes, because first of all, fuck getting the fucking pack ring. That shit is hard as fuck.
It's so hard. I did not expect that to be so hard.
It's pretty hard on Maddening. I tried it once and I was like, nah, I'm good. I'm good. The first part is easy, but just
I thought
it's hard.
I thought that's where it was gonna end. I'm like, oh, this game's done this before. I'll just rush the guy with the ring and I'll win, right?
Yeah, I was like, oh fuck that shit.
I don't think I did the packed ring on my second playthrough.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't think I did.
I did the first one just because it's like new, but I really don't like. I don't know. It just feels weird. I don't know. It feels weird for some of the endings, because I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think the English version changed it to like some romantical context. It could be vice versa. I'm not sure about that. Remember if it's vice versa or not, but I just don't like all the romantic implications.
Some of them got changed to
I know Anna's did to non-romance, because thank God.
Can you believe some people were upset about that?
God, I was like, you know what's funny actually? I think I was talking to a friend about it. Who doesn't know about Fire Emblem. I was talking to her about it, and we were just like, okay, you know what? Let's just do it. Let's just see what their Twitter's about. Literally, the very first liked post was of an underage drawing.
I cannot believe it.
Yeah.
Frame 1.
Yeah, frame 1. It's like, okay.
I
just hate Fire Emblem sometimes. I hate.
Right. I don't know.
I miss when supports were fucking hard to grind out, so you never get to see them. Let's bring back FE6 support grinding.
100 and what is it? How many turns would it take to like get full support?
I know the longest one in the game is Shanna Roy. That's like 170 turns or something like that.
Whoa.
Yeah, well,
she comes pretty early, so I guess it's not crazy.
Well, it's insane because like, okay, so like if you're playing a draft race, right? Because playing a draft race, right? At the end of chapter,
why don't you explain what a draft race is?
Oh, okay. So a draft race is when group of people gather around and they draft certain characters and they race to do a speed run. So like, it's surrounded by carries and supports for your carry. So a typical carry in FE6 is Alan, Lance, Milady, and Shanna. Shanna is the Pegasus Flyer. So normally you build supports throughout the first chapters of the game, because support grinding gets more tedious later on. So at the end of chapter 3, you sit there and you grind supports out. If you're playing optimally, you've already burned 60 turns and throughout the process of like a speed run. Fucking support grinding takes like 4 minutes of real life time to sit there and press end turn. It takes 4 real life minutes. Because the goal, the hope is that when you support grind, the benefits that it gives you outweigh the turns that I spent or the time I spent, getting it. And it's like literally 4. In fact, Don 151, my favorite Fire Emblem LTCer, he did a speed run, well, an LTC draft race with 4 copies of himself to kind of give the illusion of a draft race, and like literally the Shadow one was just like it took a while for him to get caught up. It took a while.
Damn.
Yeah, but Shadow's a good carry though. So like
Yep.
I think in that race, spoilers, I guess. I think he got third, but at the end of it, they were all in the final chapter at the end. So like they caught up, they're all caught up, but it was a couple seconds behind everybody else, so it wasn't that bad.
All right.
But yeah, support grinding is fun. I don't do it in a GBA Fire Emblem because it's so tedious for me.
Yeah.
I don't do it.
I tried streaming FE6 one time,
God bless your soul.
and I was on the Rutger chapter.
Oh, chapter 4. Okay.
Yep. So this is like this was like the third time that I played FE6. The first time was in high school.
Oh, same.
It was on a web browser emulator.
That's base. Mine was my Android phone.
Wow.
Yeah. And I remember being like into Smash Bros at the time.
Yep.
Because I played Brawl when I was a kid, and I was like, oh, I want to play Marth's game or whatever. And so I played FE6 first, and I made the mistake of using Sue. I thought she was cute. And I didn't know
what?
I didn't know about the route split.
Oh
So
shit! I
went to
totally
Sakai.
forgot.
I went to Sakai and I wanted to kill myself.
No, the
Yeah, 'cause-
horses.
Cause I was like, oh well Shan, I think at the time she was called Thani, I think in the old patches.
Yep.
I was like, oh well, Thani kind of sucks. Let me use Sue, and she's cute. And then I went to Sakai and I wanted to kill myself. It was
Hell.
the chapter. It was a chapter where you have to like seize a throne. It's like a bunch of fake thrones you have to seize or whatever. And it's like,
Yep.
That chapter, I wanted to kill myself. I hated it.
That's terrible. That is
I fucking.
awful.
But I finished the game. They got a good ending, but I finished the game. I killed Zephyr and I seized that throne, and god damn it, I was happy. But fuck Sakai. From that moment on, I've never used Shin or Sue ever again because that's so PTSD. I can't ever go back there again.
The second time I played was on a bootleg GBA cart.
Oh god. Damn.
Yeah, I bought it. I bought the English patch of FE6 on GBA for $14 on eBay.
Oh, you got scammed. You got fucking scammed. What the fuck?
I thought it was worth it. The cart, the GBA cart was red and translucent. So like, I mean, that's cool.
Do you still have it now, or?
Yep, I still got it.
Oh, that's based.
They even have a custom label that says Fire Emblem Binding Blade on it.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
And I got to the Gaiden chapter where you get Armads, and I'm like,
Okay.
I don't want to deal with Fog of War again. And then I just stopped playing.
Honestly, that's fair.
Because is it FE7 or FE6 where you can only bring 2 people?
FE7. So that's after chapter 30. That's after, I think, Kaku Destiny.
Okay.
So you can only take Hector. Well, that's Hector hard mode. In normal mode, you can take 3 people.
Oh,
I think, yeah. In Hector hard mode, it's you and then another unit. But 8's not that bad. 8X isn't that bad. Fuck the boss though. That boss is fucking annoying, but it's not too horrible.
And the third time was on stream, and thank goodness for the speed up button, because I was trying to grind Rutger Clarine so I can get 100% crit.
Yeah, that's why I don't like support grinding in GBA Fire Emblem because it just takes forever. Like I like the modernization of it, of now like you get support points, doing whatever. But in the old games, it only lasted a certain amount of turns. And you couldn't get any more.
Oh, I thought you could just do it forever.
Oh, you didn't know that?
Nope.
Yeah. No, uh, I think it's you. I think it's don't quote me on this, but I think it's 50 turns minimum. After that, you can't get any more supports in the map.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah. So if they spend 50 turns adjacent to each other in a map, you can get support points. After that, you can't do it anymore. So like in a draft race setting, uh, chapter 1, you can get a cavalier support for free, and then you'd have to grind again later on because you have a certain amount of time to grind supports.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Why? Look at me with my useless fucking knowledge.
Hey, no, this is good. This is good stuff. This is good stuff.
Yeah. In case you're ever, put, gun to your head, name one obscure fact about Fire Emblem. Grr, I'll blow your brains out or some shit.
50 turn support limit.
Yeah, here you go.
What?
Yeah, what? And it's distractive and get the gun or some shit. Yeah. It doesn't come out that often, I don't think.
I tried making a Fire Emblem ROM hack just a few months ago.
How did that go?
It went bad because I wanted to do one thing in particular, but it turns out that one fucking thing is infinitely complex. So
What are you trying to do?
all I wanted to do was to make Erica goth.
Oh, like a sprite?
I just wanted to change all the blues to black. But in FE editor, or whatever the fucking easy way to do the ROM hack is, you can't go into the palette editor to change the palette because that's not a real palette, that's a unique class that was added just for Sacred Stones. So what you have to do is you have to go into another program, you have to change the palette there, then bring it over, and then do some other complex bullshit that just wouldn't work for me.
Mm-hmm.
All I wanted to do was to just to make one character goth, make it like 10 chapters, fuck with some other stuff, and that was it. And that's all I wanted to do.
You know what? The game saved you because Erica's trash.
Well, I changed her growth rates. I made
Fair
her,
enough.
I gave her 100% in both resistance
Oh, that's
and
lazy.
defense.
That's lazy.
Well, I'm just
Aw,
making a
boo.
funny little game. It was funny. It was supposed to be fun.
That's terrible Fire Emblem design. Grr!
Ah.
Oh, I fucking hate hacks that do that shit though. It's just lame. I don't know, it feels.
goofing off.
Yeah, I get it. Like I just like I don't mind like stuff being changed to like make characters better or worse in terms of like a redux, but I hate this is for anything I hate. So it's also like a game balance thing. I just hate when people are like, oh, let's just give a character that sucks a whole bunch of other shit just because like it's just lazy. Like I like I think I saw a hack that I'm playing right now actually where they gave Erica better sword rank, that's fine. A couple of changes in growths to I think it was speed and attack, and everything else was pretty much the same. Like that's fine. Like I like stuff like that where it's like it's still like the same, but just a little bit more reliable. I don't like all of the drastic changes for no reason because it's just like, or it's like Seth's so powerful. Let's just fucking kill Seth for no reason. Something like that.
Keep him the same. You can't change Seth.
Yeah, just like, oh, just kill Seth just because he's too dominant. Kill Seth. Yeah, it's just lazy.
The other thing that I wanted to do was also to make Kyle and Ford have black hair because I wanted to do a really stupid joke where in Ephraim's, like the first time he plays Ephraim, instead of the normal dialogue, it just like cuts straight to the map, and the intro dialogue is a reference to that fucking oh god, what is it called? The Little Mermaid coloring book. Have you seen this?
What?
So there's a Little Mermaid coloring book that somebody colored to make both Ariel and whoever that dude is goth, and there was text bubbles, and they were supposed to be like, oh, you know, color the characters and, you know, write what they're saying.
Oh wait, I think I remember this.
Yeah. And so one of them would be like, I just had my top surgery done, and the other one says, I'm getting my bottom surgery next week, and they both say, it's so awesome how we're both trans and goth, and then Orson shows up and says, I'm communist.
I'm communist.
And that was it. That would have just been the start of that, and then I messed with the map so that there's like a hole at the beginning, so you could just walk straight to the boss.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, why isn't there a hole there? I think there should be. But that's as far as I got. And then I'm like, well, shit, none of this works. I'm going to send in a bug report because this is not working and I don't know what's up. And when I tried doing it, it's like, hey, dude, this is not an unmodified ROM. We can't check what's wrong with it. I'm like, yeah, fucking forget this. And I just quit doing it.
Yeah. That's why I don't like ROM hacking. It takes forever.
I didn't
People
think it'd
just
be
do
so
it for
hard.
me.
I didn't think it'd be so hard. Oh well. So you mentioned Smash recently. You mentioned Smash earlier.
Yeah.
And the more that I got into Fire Emblem, the more that I like started to understand the characters and look at the stuff. It's like, why is half the roster Marth?
It should be more Marth, personally.
I disagree.
And I don't think that's disingenuous for it to all be Marth. Okay, like, yeah, Marth, obviously.
There's differences, obviously.
And Lucina. That's kind of it. Roy's, well, no, Marth, Lucina, Roy. That's three at the very minimum. That's three.
So
Ike is different than Marth.
That's
Robin's
true, yeah.
definitely different than any of those characters. Crom is a copy of Ike.
No,
That's
he's a
kinda
copy
its own
of
thing.
Roy. He
Oh
just
yeah,
has
Roy.
Ike's
Sorry,
upbeat.
of Roy. Sorry. So I get it. I get why they say that as a jab to like, oh, FE lords are all the same, but like, Corrin is definitely not the same as Marth. I don't know.
That's why I said.
I just
like,
think they're
half.
mad that Fire Emblem is in there.
So, to me, I'm looking at these characters, and it's like, I look at Roy, and with the fucking like reverse grip, and I'm thinking like, why didn't you go further with it? Why does he still have Marth moves? Why does he still have the same up smash? Why does he still have the same down smash? Like, make all of his moves reverse grip.
I think it's more of a legacy thing now at this point, since Roy was a clone of Marth, and Roy was like barely finished when the game got released. I think it's more of a legacy thing now.
And I don't agree with it. I think that because there are technically 4 characters all based on Marth. And I don't like that, because some of these characters don't even fight like Marth. I can understand how Lucina could fight like Marth, but she was trained by Chrom, who has his own style and shouldn't be like, I don't know.
Devil's advocate. Lucina was trained by Chrom. Chrom is Marth's predecessor. So like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
It's just like,
I kind of see it a little bit.
Because it just bugs me, because I'm looking at Chrom and Lucina's animations in FE Awakening, and like, it's nothing like Marth. And even so, it's like Marth and Chrom are like, what is that? Tens of centuries apart. So fighting style,
it's a pretty long line of years.
It's so long that the falchion looks completely different now.
Personally, I want more Fire Emblem characters. I want more of them.
I want more cool ones.
I want more. No, I want random ones. Fuck that shit. I just want random ones. I need people fucking mad. I need my Twitter going up in flames about it. In fact, I remember distinctly when Biolos got announced. this guy I was friends with at the time I was in college, he said, if another character gets on Fire Emblem, I swear to God, I'm quitting Smash. And I wanted that to happen so fucking bad. I was praying on this now because I was excited because I like Fire Emblem. So I was like, oh, it's Byleth. That's cool. And he was like, oh, fuck this character.
So I like the unique Fire Emblem characters. I like all the Fire Emblem characters in Smash. But
I just think out of most of them, they're all pretty. Out of the ones that we have, most of them are pretty unique.
Yeah.
So like, hey, I think we can take a couple of clones. We'll be fine with that because, like I said, we have Robin, who's different.
Nope.
Robin, Ike. Who else? Corrin, Byleth. Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, those are great. Okay. The only change I would make to Ike is make his down special a projectile.
Because the Ragnos 2 hits. That's fair. That'd probably be like more of a neutral beast thing, right? Be a projectile.
Yeah, but I like eruption. I think it's cool.
Well, you can just transfer it over to the down B.
I guess. Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, yeah. Okay, you're right. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was definitely kind of irked a little bit when Byleth got shown off because it's
I was geeked. I was fucking excited
because I like it. I mean, I like Byleth. I do, and I like playing as him.
Well, what's funny is that when he got released, I didn't play 3 houses yet, so I was just like, "Oh, Fire Emblem character, this is fucking awesome." And then I just saw a bunch of dislikes and shit, and it's like, I get it, but that's tough. It's kind of like, oh, that's tough. And you gotta hold that shit.
The trailer was so bad.
The trailer was kind of sucky. The trailer kind of sucked ass.
It's like boring.
Not only that, but like they kind of spoiled 3 houses too with the trailer.
Right. What a fucking. And they were all like, "Ooh, we're gonna show off a new character January 16th. Hey guys." I was like, "Oh, wow, okay." And it's fucking Fire Emblem again. It's like, oh.
Yeah. No, I was happy.
I ended up liking Byleth a lot.
Yeah. Byleth was a lot. Byleth has more. You know what's funny? Byleth has more character and personality than in all the fucking spin-off shit he does in the actual fucking game.
Right.
All the fucking spin-off shit. Byleth's like expressive. Byleth has like feelings of emotion. Like in fucking 3 Hopes, Byleth has this whole thing where they're talking to their dad about like flowers or some shit, and Byleth gives flowers to Joan as like a sign of like expression of love because they can't process their emotions. That has more character than anything Byleth has ever done in the entirety of 3 houses, with the exception of Gerald actually fucking dying. Yep. Because that is the one time Byleth visibly emotes because they're sad the entire month of chapter 9. That is the only time Byleth fucking emotes. It makes me so fucking mad.
I thought that they got their emotions back once they merged with what's her nuts.
Sothis?
Yeah.
Nah, I think it's something with like the heart seal or whatever that was on Byleth.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because in Crimson Flower, when Byleth like dies or whatever at the end of Crimson Flower, their heartbeat restarts or whatever. Mm-hmm. So I think it's because of that, but I don't know though. Mm-hmm. So, but it just kind of sucks that like. I don't know, it just sucks ass.
Truly,
Byleth could have been a banger, but
truly a silent protagonist.
Yeah, Byleth could have been a banger, but you know,
I don't know. Like I said, I've never played 3 houses, and I've only like read and seen like real quick snippets of like the whole.
Literally,
story.
there's a bunch of scenes where Byleth is literally fucking stone-faced with no emotion while the most serious shit is happening. like in one of my favorite scenes of 3 houses in Azure Moon, Byleth shows no fucking emotion, while fucking Dimitri on this head is like giving like an Oscar performance about how he feels regret and survivor's guilt that he survived a genocidal tragedy, and Bob's just like, well, you can always start, do right or whatever, and like it's well, like because like it sucks because like it's very clear that like Dimitri's like on his breaking point, and it's like it's acted very 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 well. Like it's acted beautifully by Chris Hackney in the English dub. It's amazing, but it's just like it's slightly ruined by the fact that Bob shows no emotion, in like the cutscenes before like the art comes out or whatever. It just sucks ass, or is shit like Byleth's confessions to like S supports.
Mm-hmm.
No emotion at all. It's just nothing, and I don't know. It just sucks that Byleth only speaks in combat and not anywhere else. even though they have like dedicated voice actor and voice actress to Byleth,
Mm-hmm.
they could have recorded some stuff. I don't know. It just sucks. I kind of get why not, but Three Hopes did this a whole lot better with Shez, because Shez has those alternate choice dialogue options, but they recorded lines for both choices. Like if Shez says something like yes or whatever, right? Shez will say something like, oh yeah, I agree, we should do X and Y and Z. Or if the option is no, Shez will say like, no, I don't think we should do this or whatever. Like you can do that.
Yep.
Like you can just do that. It makes me angry because like I really want to like Byleth because I think Byleth is interesting.
Yeah.
But like the main story does nothing to like if somebody said I hate Byleth because Byleth does nothing, I would agree. If you take I'm so serious. If you take Byleth out of the story, right? Barely anything changes about Three Houses. Like most of the story is intact without Byleth being there.
Fascinating.
Yeah. On the flip side, if you take Robin out of Awakening,
it's fucked.
No, right? Obviously, Corrin is the whole central catalyst for Fate, so obviously not.
Same thing for Engage.
Yeah, same for Engage, right? Yeah.
Ooh, what about New Mystery on the DS?
It's literally Fire Emblem 3 with an avatar, so same thing. but in that case, it's fine because it's a remake of an already existing game. In that case, it's fine because like the whole point is to retell Fire Emblem 3 in a new updated way. So that's fine because it's not the point. It's not a new game. This is a brand new fucking game. this is a new game with a new central protagonist that fucking does nothing to add to the plot. Like the whole plot is centered around Dimitri and Edelgard and Foal and all these other interesting plot points, and then here comes fucking Byleth doing absolutely fucking nothing. like literally Byleth becomes God and that's it.
Wow.
It sucks.
Three Houses. They should make another Fire Emblem Warriors.
They did. They had Three Hopes.
I mean, like a better version of the first one.
They did. There's Three Hopes.
Where's Hector? Where's my favorite character, Dorcas? Where's
I don't know. Fire Emblem Warriors was pretty fun. I recently bought it a few months ago. It was an interesting playthrough. I hated it because the story sucked ass, but I like Warriors gameplay.
I do not remember of anything from the story.
I wonder why.
It's so funny that Heroes added Shez and all of the Three Hopes exclusives, but hasn't touched the first Warriors exclusives.
Again, I wonder why.
Oh, I just want a cool crossover game that's not a gacha. I want something cool because when they were doing crossovers, it was just Fates, Awakening, and Marth's games with a sprinkle of extras.
Yeah, I kind of hate that some of the older games have gotten lost to time. it's so funny that like Fire Emblem Engage, right? The whole thing was like, hey, we should play our games that we made.
Yep.
Most of them are fucking inaccessible.
Yeah, even in
like
Japan, it's like, where
like
are you gonna do this?
the only game that's accessible right now with everything in stock and
Yep.
it still is three houses.
Yep.
Like fucking what is it? Fates can't be played in its entirety anymore because no DLC anymore. Same for Awakening. 10 and 9 are fucking expensive as shit to buy.
Yep.
8 GBA game, Lamau. Same thing for 7. 7
Wait.
is on the Switch.
Yeah.
But like you gotta pay for the fucking
$50.
internet. Yeah. And then 6 through fucking 1 is all in Japanese.
Oh, wait.
So
No. You could have gotten Fire Emblem 1, the NES version, English patch, for like 6 months that one time a few years ago.
yeah, I actually bought it.
Did you get the physical?
No. I bought it on digital.
Yeah.
It was I was in school when it came out. So
Ah, okay. Yep. Good old.
but it's just like damn. I really want FE9, FE10, not even a remake, but just a report because the game was
Yeah.
already good enough.
Yeah,
I
just,
want to run a report, and then
Put it 1080.
put manic mode back in the English version.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I really liked playing those, the Tellius duology.
Yeah, FE9 was fun to revisit.
Like playing Path of Radiance, I was like, oh yeah, this is like, as like a casual fan, in a way, I guess. I would say that's a pretty good place to start.
I would say 7
Okay, yeah.
because 7 was the first game in the West to come out.
Mm-hmm.
7 is also easier. It gives an in-depth tutorial about how to play the game with Lin mode. The characters in Lin mode are pretty fun, pretty interesting. They have a nice family dynamic, and when you play other with normal mode, you're not immediately like thrusted into just like, holy shit, what do I do? Because you already have experience about playing the game. Also, if your characters die in Lin mode, they come back.
Oh.
So you're not already penalized by losing characters.
I didn't
They
know
come
that.
back. Yeah, they come back if they die in Lin mode.
Huh.
They come back. So like you're also rewarded if you keep all your characters because the gem that Lin starts out with, it depends on how many characters you have left.
Oh.
So if you had a blue gem, it means you either played Hector mode or all of them are alive still. Yeah. So like you're not penalized by them dying, but you are rewarded by keeping them alive. So
That's cool.
yeah. So
Wow.
I would say 7 or 8. 8 has the most accessibility just because 8 has infinite training.
Yep.
With the Tower of Bonnie. So you're not like if you're stuck on a chapter, you can always go back and train some more. Although 8 is also really easy too. So I'd say the GBA games are the easiest because they're also easy to emulate too.
Mm-hmm.
Versus FE9, 10, you have to have a PC that can first of all run Dolphin, 2 have space for the games on your PC, and 3 have a PC that can actually run the game. Because when I played FE9, FE10, I had a laptop that ran the game, but it was rough. It was pretty rough to get it to run.
Oof.
So stuff like that. It's like I get it. FE9, FE10 is really good, but if it's like I'm starting out for the first time, what do I play? I would say FE7, 7 or 8.
All right. Oh. You know what really like upset me? So, okay. I've talked to you about this before, but I really do like Radiant Dawn as a sequel. I think it does a lot of really cool things. Things I didn't expect in like a sequel. Because usually, when the Fire Emblem games, it's like, oh, we beat the bad guys, everything's okay now. And then like Radiant Dawn's like, it's not fine, actually. Things are actually really bad. I'm like, oh my god. And then things keep getting worse. I'm like, this is crazy. This is crazy. I never expected this to happen. And then like my favorite part of Radiant Dawn, and I was thinking about this recently. I can't remember. It was like, I think it's the chapter right before uh, part 4, I think,
Mm-hmm.
where it's you play as the Grail mercenaries, you're fighting against Dayan, and like there's the heartbeat counter in the right.
Oh yeah, the end game.
That
Yeah, the
was
free end game.
so fucking cool. Every kill, the counter goes up. Every kill, the fucking heartbeat happens. The game stops and shows you a fucking cutscene every so often. All the fucking Lagoos are like freaking out. I'm like, holy shit, this is awesome. I'm freaking out. This is sick.
FE10 would be better if the dub wasn't so fucking garbage.
Yeah. Yep. There's some bad lines.
Like all the cutscenes are really fucking good, really well animated, like are really engaging.
Mm-hmm.
But for the love of God, put them shits on mute. Put them shits on mute, because hell, holy shit.
I'm upset. Like, okay. Lanny Minella is 2 characters, and she sounds the exact same with both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on. I get that this is like right at the end of Japanese companies just grabbing an English guy off the sidewalk. But, like,
Hey,
come
you.
on.
Yeah. It's a little funny.
But speaking of old Fire Emblem voice actors, Jason Adkins, the old Ike voice actor, is so inconsistent.
Mm-hmm.
He sounds okay in the actual games. He sounds great in Brawl. I don't know who gave him that direction, but in Brawl and Smash 4, that Ike is like perfect. In Codename Steam, he's all right. Like, he's good enough. He sounds pretty good. And then Fates is the worst. Have you heard Ike in Fates?
No, because I didn't have the amiibos.
It's bad. He sounds like he's sick, and he sounds like he's whispering the whole time. So, what do you think of Greg Chun as Ike, the new voice actor?
I like him because he's cynical, just like Path of Radiance Ike. I don't know. I couldn't tell the difference. Well, I guess it's a good thing.
So,
But I like him.
Greg Chun, I think his first big break was Near Automata, which is, I think he was Adam in that game.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing about early Greg Chun is that he sounded the exact same in every single role.
Mm-hmm.
Which, I mean, he's good. He's got a good voice, and I think he even like directs sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But it was just kind of sad to hear like Ephraim, Eldigan, and Ike sound the exact same, but with just like different, I don't know, like different like tones, I guess. Accents.
It's just like Bryce Papenbrook.
Oh yeah.
I fucking hate his voice because it's all samey.
Uh,
That is one voice actor I do not like. It's all the fucking same.
Yep. But later Ike, or later Greg Chun Ike was really good. He went from always sounding like this to like the deep voice that we start hearing in Engage and later Fire Emblem Heroes. And I was like, oh shit. Okay. And it just makes me sad because Ike's grunts in Smash Ultimate are pretty great. It's just the speaking that I don't really like. I don't know.
Right. I don't know. I used to play Fire Emblem Japanese, so I'm one of those.
I like listening to the English dubs because I like hearing my favorite voice actors.
That or I turn the sounds off.
Oh shit. Well, I guess you
I'm
play
one
them
of
so
those.
much.
Yeah, I turn the sounds off. My very first time playing Fire Emblem Heroes was in Japanese because my friend was with me at the same time in my room, and I didn't want to spoil her on some of the stuff, so I put it in Japanese so she couldn't understand what was going on.
That's funny. Wow.
Yeah, we had a big old TV in her dorm room, So I go over and I'd play it with her to kind of like, you know, just do something with her. And every time I got to Geralt's death for the first time. And I was like, holy shit! So let's go. I was like, oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Yeah, don't worry about it. Something's going on. It's important.
That's
don't worry
funny.
About it. Yeah, it was a little hilarious.
Wow. I was thinking about final bosses, Fire Emblem final bosses. And at a glance, without really thinking about it much, I'm like, well, it's usually just dragons. But
yeah.
But then I'm like, but when you really think about it, there's only a few dragons. There's quite a lot of unique final bosses.
Let me see. Okay, so FE1, we have Medius. FE2, Duma. 3, Medius again. 4 is Julius, who's technically a dragon, because he's possessed by one, but we'll not do that.
Yeah, it's
5
just
is some random dude. 6 is Idun. 7 is a
dragon.
Fire dragon. 8 is
the best one.
8 is Fortimus, which is like a demon monster, so whatever. 9 is
Dude on a dragon.
9? Oh yeah, Dude on a dragon, which we'll kind of count because that's a dragon.
No, Wyvern Riders are different.
Fine. 10 is Ashura.
Yep.
11 is Medius again.
Yep.
12 is fucking Medius again.
Yep.
13 is the Grima, who's a dragon.
Yep.
So
14. That one has
14
one
has
dragon.
Yeah, well 14 has 3. If we're going by the canon ending,
okay.
It's a dragon as well.
Shit. You're right.
15 is just Duma again.
Yep.
16 has a dragon final boss, but there's no canon ending to that one, so we'll just say whatever. Engage is also a dragon, so I don't know. I think most of the bosses are all dragons.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe. But I don't know. Those unique ones though are so good.
Yeah, because they're not the same fucking copy and paste bullshit dragon.
Right. But I'm thinking like,
although
go ahead.
I just find FE5's funny because it's just some random guy.
Yeah. Is it just some
granted, he's like the main antagonist of like 5, but he's just some guy.
Yeah.
In the context of Jugro's whole like conflict, he's just some random dude.
Yeah, he's just some guy.
Yeah, just some dude.
I fucking love Formortis. I love him so much.
How? He dies in one turn.
Okay, but he's so fucking cool.
How? He dies in one turn. That's my counterpoint. He dies in one turn.
I'm not talking about getting.
But how can he be cool if he fucking dies before he can do any cool shit? But like he has cool moves and shit, but like again, he dies in one turn.
I'm not talking about gameplay. I'm talking about design and what cool moves he does. I'm that kind of freak.
His design is cool. His moves are cool. But again, my counterpoint is that he dies in one turn because you don't get to see any of that shit. He just fucking disintegrates and dies. It's like if somebody said, I like Idun from Fire Emblem 6. She dies in one turn to a base level Roy. Roy could not have gone through any combat throughout the entirety of the game. I'm so serious. I'm so dead ass.
Really?
Yes, I'm so dead ass.
No
0%
way.
gross. 0% gross base level Roy.
Wow.
All you need is some chip damage, and Roy will one-shot her.
Wow.
I am so serious.
He really he bulks up at the end, doesn't he?
All you need. In fact, I will literally show you a clip of it happening. From my goat Don. I will show you a clip, and I'm being so serious.
Wow.
Which is why Idun is like the worst final boss in the entire series.
That's amazing. Holy shit.
So
Roy goes literally from 0 to hero, doesn't he?
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Wow.
There you go. I sent you a video.
I'll check that out later.
Yeah.
That's funny.
All he does is get chip damage with Percival, and then Roy 2-shots her, and it lasts like a minute long. Most of that video is just the credits. The actual fight lasts a minute long.
That's funny. Wow.
Yeah, the actual fight lasts a minute. Yeah.
So like, for the folks who don't know, which is most of my audience does not know.
Oh my bad. It's gonna pop it off of all.
Formortis is like a bipedal like demon, and if you've ever played Demon Souls, it looks like the Dragon God, almost like 1-to-1. Same body shape, different face, but like the wings on the back, the fucking like scaly fists, and it's just to me, he's just so fucking cool because the way he shows up in other like GBA final bosses, it's like the music, and then they kind of like put their paws down and then like put their head in. And it's like, oh, it's just the head of the dragon or whatever, he's a big body or whatever. But with Fomortis, it's this like, this fog. And you see this massive shadow rise up. The eyes fucking, beep, and he shows up and slams his fist onto the fucking like, onto the place that you're fighting. So this is like, even bigger than your normal final bosses. And he
does all that to get one shot.
And he just fucking punches you. Just straight up socks you in the fucking face. It is so funny. It's like, this is the greatest thing that's ever happened.
I'm pretty sure base level Eric could also one-shot him.
Really?
Well, I'm not sure about that. But I'm pretty sure she can also one-shot him. I wouldn't be surprised. Fortimus is that garbage. I wouldn't be surprised.
Wow. I love Fomortis. I love how, like, even though he looks like some big old random monster, he speaks. Like, he talks.
I do. What makes me upset, like, I like Fortimus because, like, of, like, the central plot of, like, of Sacred Stones, that he's, manipulating, Leon and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. It's cool. But again, he shows up and fucking dies to, like, a fucking fart sneeze. You just fart on him and he fucking dies. It sucks ass. Like, I can't like him because of that. Like, it makes me not want to like him.
Damn.
Yeah, because all that build up for nothing.
I get that. I do.
All that build up to literally die in like 5 seconds. Same thing for Idune. Idune's the same way. Except Idune is like, you learn about her in like one chapter, then fight a boss and she fucking disintegrates and dies.
And then you like haul her out of there.
Well, yeah, if you use Roy to kill her.
Oh, really? It's not just getting all the specials?
You have to use Roy to kill her.
So is it getting
Mm-hmm.
all of the legendaries and using Roy, or just Roy?
Okay, so to get to the last few chapters, you have to get all the good weapons, get all the sacred weapons, and don't have them break.
Right.
So you can't have them break.
That's stupid.
Well,
it's stupid that they even break. Really.
Well, okay. Riddle me this.
Go ahead.
All of them have dumbass fucking +5 skill bonuses, right? Yep. If they were to not break, I think it'd be a little bit too broken.
Well, I don't know, because you get a few of them really early.
Yeah. Again, so if they weren't able to break, that'd be kind of overpowered a little bit.
Okay.
Your first one's Durandal. Durandal's like probably the best one. It's +5 strength. Probably the best one out of them.
I'm seeing the vision.
Yeah. But so you have to kill Zephyr. Don't have him break, and then in the final chapter you have to have Roy do the final blow. So it's like Ashura, except like in Ashura's case you can't finish the game until you do that. So you have to use because the point is that like Roy uses the Binding Blade to like restrict her power. So now she's turned back into a regular dragon. That's the whole point of that.
Okay.
So if you don't, she just fucking dies. So it's not the good ending. It's just like, the end.
The end. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Zephyr's really cool too.
Zephyr's cool. I like Zephyr as a central antagonist because I for some reason I just like the fact that like Battle Before Dawn is such a fucking, it's infamous for all the wrong reasons.
Because it's hard, right? Well,
it's hard because the game over condition can happen outside of your control. So like, yeah, so like if Nino, so like there's a chance where Zephyr will die out of your control if you're not fast enough. Nino can also die to a monk that's 1% crit on her in Hector hard mode.
Oh.
And then if you take too long, Jafar run out of fighters to fight. And he'll fight, cavaliers and mages, and he could get hit. Also, if we take way too long, sometimes the killer edge will break, and I just by himself just dead.
Oh shit!
So, Yeah, so like it's out of your control, but like I like that because well, I like the chapter because like Battle Before Dawn is such a central plot point to like the entirety of FE6 and FE7
Right.
because that's where Zephyr learns that his dad was planning on to kill him.
Mm-hmm.
So he takes that and focuses in and he kills his dad.
Mm-hmm.
Essentially, you become the king of Burn and all this other shit. And then fucking Zephyr kills Hector in FE6. So the guy that saved him fucking kills him.
Hey,
It's funny as shit to me.
he picked up the cursed axe. He picked up the axe that was said that he was gonna die if he picked it up.
He picked up the devil axe and he fucking died. It's just funny.
He's so cool. He's a really, I think he's kind of an interesting like design too. I like the bags under his eyes, like the dark circles. I like how he just feels unique as like a face in the series. Because to me, I look at him and it's like, I've seen guys like that around town.
Yeah, he's a very imposing person, which I definitely like.
And I love his weapon. The X-Sax is so fucking cool.
Yeah, I like his weapon's awesome.
That
cool.
the scepter, he like raises it up, lightning strike, turns into a fucking sword, and he spins and fucking chops you. It's so cool.
Yeah, I do like that FE6 makes it a point to show how powerful Zephyr is. Because I think in Milady's Joining chapter, there's an unskippable cutscene of like Zephyr creating the fuck out of what's her name? Not Celica. Cecilia, yeah. Like that's imposing as fuck. It's like, oh shit.
Oh shit.
It's like, yeah, it's like, oh, damn, we gotta fight that guy?
This guy's fucking up. Did Cecilia train Roy and Lilina?
Yeah. So Cecilia is the Eternal. She's the general of Eternia.
Yep.
Yeah. So, yeah. So she trained Roy, I think.
Yeah.
So like it's a very like important moment in the series. It's like, damn.
Yeah.
It's so kind of beat the fuck out of him.
His whole story, everything about him is just so awesome.
He's a pretty tragic character.
Yeah, I like him a lot. And it's interesting because he learned to hate humans from his dad, like he said, trying to fucking kill him.
Dad trying to kill him.
And then he's like, you know what? These dragons, this is what the world should be. And even if I'm the last guy, I'm willing to die to make no more humans.
Mm-hmm. It's just really funny that like if Battle Before Dawn didn't happen, FE7 wouldn't able to finish. So because that's, and I think I'm pretty sure at the end of Battle Before Dawn, the Queen gives aid to Hector because he saved his son.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a very important plot point. It's just I just find it funny that like that was the catalyst for everything else.
Yeah. I just remembered Zephiel's voice acting in Fire Emblem Heroes. Holy shit. So he's voiced by Jameson Price, which is one of my favorites. He's Papa Nier in the first Nier game. He's also Priam and from Fire Emblem Awakening. My number one. And fucking... He's also Leo Whitefang from Guilty Gear Strive. And
okay, I was gonna say I don't know these people, but I know Leo. Okay.
And the original. Or Exard Sign.
And Exard.
So what's funny is Kid Zephiel, young Zephiel, is in Fire Emblem Heroes. He's a Christmas unit. And how old is FE7 Zephiel supposed to be?
Like teenager, like 13, 14, I think.
He sounds like this. This is how young Zephiel sounds.
That kind of sounds about right.
And then, like, FE6 Zephiel is like, he's fucking crazy. He talks like this. He's like, one of his lines that I remember, he goes, "You are like a child. Take that any way you will." And I'm like, oh my god, this guy's fucking lost it. I love him. He's great. He's like, oh, he's just so fantastic. Oh, I love it. Oh.
Yeah, that feels cool.
I think, other than like Eldritch horror, Edelgard, I think Double Takumi is my favorite final boss in the series.
I fucking hate Takumi as a final boss.
I thought it was awesome.
I hate it because I hate it because it kind of undoes. Like I only hate it because at the end, Takumi's like, I never hated you. You did nothing wrong. It's not your fault. I hate how far Conquest specifically does this a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I hate how much the story justifies that Korin is always in the right, does nothing wrong, is always a fucking saint of everything. I don't like that. It makes me annoyed.
Korin is our pure little baby. He's a little baby.
It annoys the fuck out of me just because like I don't know if it's just annoying because like that's what, and also fucking a lunatic too. I fucking hate that boss in lunatic mode.
I bet it's hard.
It's hard if you don't have a game plan going into it.
Well, it's a strategy game. You make a strategy.
Well, that's true, but at the same time, it's Conquest, and you don't have a lot of tools that are afforded to like you do in Birthright.
Okay, yep.
So you kind of have to play the whole game and with that in mind.
Oh.
So you have to build your end game in mind as you play.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Like the common strategy is that you start off. It's like a classic
setup.
Yeah. So you need. It's like usually you can either use a character with pass, or when you clear some enemies out, you do a double rescue. You rescue Azura and you rescue your boss killer. Sorry, back up.
Okay.
You start off with a rally. My bad. So there's a specific guy you have to kidnap and capture.
Yep. Let's hear it.
So we call him Rally Man, but he's a guy that has a rally skill, rally speed, rally strength.
Whoa!
All these good rally skills. You have to kidnap him in chapter 20 something where Takumi dies, and if you didn't kidnap him, you might be able to still do it, but it's gonna be harder. So you kidnap him, you recruit him, and then you start up with a rally. You double rescue. Maybe clear a path out. Well, yeah. So I think Emblem he did in his video. He killed an enemy with Mozu to build up guard gauge,
yep.
So that way, if Takumi triggers vengeance, you don't die in one shot.
Yep.
So you do that. Usually, I think in his, which what I'm doing too in mine, it's Mozu that's a merchant, skill life and death, it's life and death with certain blow, gold, spendthrift or whatever.
Yep.
And some other skills that also do plus. Oh, bowfair, and there's something else that does more damage.
It's like Ren Heaven.
No, not Ren Heaven.
Death Blow?
They don't overlap. No, it's not Death Blow. Death Blow is unattainable. I think it was a random skill. But anyway, like the point is that like you get enough speed to where you quadruple Takumi and you one shot him. Yeah. So basically, you one shot him.
Wow.
Yeah, because you have to do that because Takumi has a personal skill that reduces all damage by half. So you have to overkill him. You have to overkill him.
Okay.
So in the end, you do like exactly 80 damage, which kills him in one shot.
Wow.
It's very specific and it's very annoying because not only that, you also have to go through chapter 26 also.
Yep.
Which is really, really annoying and really, really hard also.
That's the one with Goopy Garen, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, it's really annoying and also really, really, really hard.
The one thing that always bothered me was that the final versions of Yato are unobtainable in the normal game. They're only available in those last chapters.
You get them. No, because like you can get it. So like the way it works is that like it becomes attainable after the cutscene of the last chapter.
I mean,
and
like
you keep it.
I mean, like, wait, what? Really?
Yeah, you keep it.
Like, say I beat the game. You know, I've got like the Omega Yato. I beat the game, and then I go back and play my save file, which is before endgame, because it always saves before endgame.
Yeah,
and you still have it.
You keep it, yeah, because it always starts before endgame.
But I thought you got it after you start Endgame chapter.
I'm pretty sure it's before Endgame starts. Let me actually fact check myself real quick because I'm on the wiki just looking at random shit
Because,
anyway.
I mean, I'd swear I was like, oh, I can't get the final version of Yato in Conquest because
Either
it's locked
way,
between
yeah, you
after
keep the
that.
final version. Yeah, you keep the final version of Yato either way. I'm not sure if it's before or after Endgame, but you keep it either way.
Huh.
That I know for a fact.
Oh, okay. Well.
Yeah.
Okay.
That I know for a fact. I just don't know if it's before or after Endgame. That I can't remember because it's been a while since I watched the story. Because I always skip all the chapters and all the text and shit. I don't listen to any of the story anymore. I skip everything.
I don't know. I like Double Takumi because I just think that's like a really neat idea for a final boss. Why is there two of them?
I just hate what it represents because, well, you want to know the reason why? I'll tell you right now if you want to know the reason why. All right, so Takumi dies in chapter 23 when you fight him.
Falls off a building.
Yeah, Anakos, the real final villain of Fates, he possesses him and takes his body to kill Gorin.
Yep. There's that.
And that's also why I hate it because like the entire last part of Conquest is literally just like, hey, buy ref now. Buy ref for $20. Buy ref, buy ref, buy ref, buy ref.
And now you can't.
And now you can't. Yeah. So like, because like Takumi reveals that he was possessed by an entity. Doesn't say who it is. Won't reveal any other reason what happens. He just says I've been revealed. I've been possessed or whatever. So I don't know. It just sucks.
Yeah. I get that.
Yeah. So it just kind of sucks ass.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just don't like it what it represents as far as the story wise, because like I like the idea of Takumi like being consumed with his revenge and hatred for Korn so much that he lives throughout death. Yeah. But it definitely sucks.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I know. I have an acquaintance that really likes Takumi, and I don't know how she feels about that. I'll have to ask her.
Oh, you could tell her. In fact, I'll tell her for you that I hate Takumi. I don't give a fuck.
I
hate Takumi.
That's crazy.
I hate Takumi. Takumi sucks ass. I hate Takumi.
I understand because he's kind of an asshole for most of the game, isn't he?
Yeah, but like it's understandable why he hates Korn so much. That's why I don't like the whole end reveal that it was never your fault, because like it undoes like all of his story that he spends the entire time hating Korn for a pretty justifiable reason, I would say. Because like you're betraying your family.
Yeah.
Like, I get that. That makes sense.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It just sucks because like, okay, well, what part of that? Because he also says, "I never hated you. You were always my brother or sister, depending on your gender."
Mm-hmm.
That would also refer to like before he got possessed.
Yeah.
When he was fighting you in like chapter 10 and all that stuff. Like, it just I don't know. It just becomes kind of shitty.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying like Takumi can't have a redemption arc either. That's not what I'm saying. But it's just like the redemption comes in the fact that like Korn is perfect, which also ties into not literally that's the entirety of Conquest.
Yeah.
Entirety of Fates actually.
Yeah.
Like fucking chapter 2 where fucking Korn's supposed to kill fucking what's his face? Kaze and Rinka. Yeah. Leo does it for him. Like Korn could do no wrong. There's never any blood on Korn's hands or anything like that. Like it sucks. Also, yeah, I'm looking at the Yado thing. Yeah, it's always before Endgame.
Huh.
So it's always in chapter 27
that
it happens.
Okay.
And then of course you can back out right of the thing and then do your My Castle stuff.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah,
Korn is so funny in multiple ways to me.
I used to hate Korn a lot, and now I've kind of softened up, but I'm still pretty critical of Korn.
I used to not like them because YouTube told me not to like them.
that was me too, but then I kind of read the story a little bit, and it's like it's not Korn's fault, ironically enough, that Korn's so shit. The story does a lot to justify Korn being perfect, that it makes everybody else like kind of dumb by default.
Oh,
it kind of sucks.
Because when I played the game, I can't even remember a lot of the story. I remember a lot of Revelation towards the end, just because that's the one
I only
that I
remember
played.
Conquest stuff because I play Conquest a lot.
And even as a kid, everybody's like, "Oh, corn sucks, corn sucks." I'm like, "Yeah, corn sucks." But when I was like thinking about it and playing the game, I'm like, "What are they talking about?" I just kind of played this and took everything at face value.
Mm.
But the reasons I think corn is funny is like, it's one of them's a real weird, and it's gonna take a lot of explanation.
Oh God.
But one of them is in Revelation. Everybody's like, "Oh, corn's so naive, and they trust people too much," and
They do.
They literally get called out. What's his face? Xander is like, "Corn, you're too naive," and he's like, "Oh."
And yet they still let Corn do it anyway.
Yeah, literally, he's like, "You're so naive,"
which is like dumb as shit.
And then Ryoma's like, "Yeah, but it's okay." He's like, "Yeah, it is okay, actually."
Like I think chapter 19, fucking Corn's grand master plan is that, yeah, I knew Anthony was a fake, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get myself killed so that my friends will know where my body is at. That's so fucking stupid. That's so fucking dumb. That's stupid. That's dumb.
Oh my god.
It's fucking idiotic.
And
You're fucking dumb for that. You're stupid.
The other reason I think Korn's really funny is because one of the selectable voices and the canonical voice, I guess, since it's the one that they use in crossovers, is he is voiced by a man named Cam Clark.
Mm-hmm.
And I am obsessed with Cam Clark.
Well, technically, the canonical version of Corn is female, so I'm just saying.
Well,
actually,
I suppose, yeah.
Actually, in Engage,
Yep, and
Corn's a female in that one, so actually.
and in Warriors, the story Corn is female.
Is female, so actually.
Well, anyways, Cam Clark's,
yeah.
Cam Clark's been around the block. He's been voice acting for fucking decades now. And my ex-wife and I would watch straight to DVD VHS movies a lot. She would just send me just random shit and be like, "Hey, let's watch this." And without fail, Cam Clark was in every single fucking one of them.
Holy shit.
It was incredible. Every single one. I'm like listening, and she goes, "Hey, you hear that?" What? I listen, and I just fucking freak out. Because, like, it's Cam Clark again. And he's in all of these fucking straight-to-DVD movies. He's in fucking pretty much everything Golden Films put out. Who also, Charles Martinet's in a couple of those, too.
Ooh.
And I think Jimmy Neutron's voice actor as well. She and Cam Clark did a few things. They were in The Nuttiest Nutcracker.
This is unrelated to that, but Charles Martinet just kind of reminded me of something. I like the fact that Charles Martinet is also... Okay, this is like a deep cut, I guess. He's also the voice behind Senator Phillips in the JoJo's Part 3 OVA.
Whoa, what?
Yeah, he voices Senator Phillips, yeah.
No way!
Yeah, he does.
That's so cool.
Yeah, just made me think about that.
He's also in a couple of edutainment PC games.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I like Charles Martinet. Sorry, I just thought about that.
Yeah. It's cool. And you know what I think is really cool? So we were looking up Cam Clark, and he's got a website, because of course he does.
Yeah,
he had a Christmas
as all
album.
voice actors do.
I think he had like a Christmas album. It was either Christmas or just like an album, because he sings a lot. He's a big sing guy. And one of the reviews was, "This album is music to every gay man's ears."
Oh my god.
I was like, wait, what? Turns out he came out as gay in 2009.
Oh.
So he's gay too? And I'm like, how can this get any better? It's awesome. And he's fucking Liquid Snake. He's everywhere, and he's the best. And I love you, Cam Clark.
You know what? I don't really like, not saying I don't respect him, obviously, but I don't really like have favorite voice actors, because again, I played most of the games in Japanese, or I don't listen to stuff like that much anymore. But my favorite ones have always been Terra Platt,
Yep.
because I like Edelgard a
Yep.
lot. Plus, I really, really, really liked Tamari when I was like, not Tamari, yeah, I liked Tamari when I was a kid, because why not? That was an awakening in itself. I really like Tamari. I like Milia in
Yep.
Strive, so those are my favorites. I like her Clark too, because she's really good as Dorothea. She's really funny too. She's really funny, and plus, this is, I guess, may date this episode a little bit, but when I was on Twitter, she was making fun of Drake, and so she's making fun of Drake. So that's my goal already.
All right.
So,
All right. Hell yeah.
yeah. She's making fun of Drake. So. I don't know. I used to like Azura's voice actress.
Yeah, I don't know.
And
I
then
don't know her name.
she became a Zion. I think she's a Zionist, so we gotta.
Was it?
Yeah, I think she's a Zionist.
I'm gonna look it up because it's not Karen Strassman, is it?
It is. It is.
Yeah, and she
Yeah,
isn't
it
she
is.
like also like a fucking. She's some kind of.
She's a lot of things.
She was like anti-vax, wasn't she?
Anti-vax. She also pushed NFTs. Yeah, there's a lot that could be said about
that's
her.
so fucked.
Also, you're thinking about Rana Strober is Azura's name, Azura's voice actress in English.
Okay. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, she's a person that exists in our world.
I was thinking about the Black Knight recently.
Black Knight jump scare.
And
yeah.
I forget how it went, but isn't like the Japanese version of his return in Radiant Dawn explained like stupidly, like really stupid?
Well, actually, it's kind of the inverse. Well, because I like the Japanese version better because it doesn't devalue Ike's win.
Okay.
So like in the Japanese version, he used a warp powder that makes his strength. It weakens his strength.
Oh,
so
I thought that was what it was in
Ike,
English.
No. So when Ike wins, it's still like, it means a lot for Ike that he won.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't robbed from him. But in the English version, he just says, "I let you win," which like makes it a whole lot worse.
Yeah.
Because the whole entire thing of Ike's character growth is to, overtake the Black Knight. So like it's Rated Up and Habs can eat it too, because like, Ike still went on a hero's journey and he got that win against the Black Knight and it felt, earned and genuine.
Mm-hmm.
Versus English is like, I'll let you win, whatever. I wasn't GG's, whatever. I wasn't even trying type shit. It kind of sucks a little bit.
I could tell that you kind of sucked. So I didn't try hard. I guess to conclude, I want to ask you about one Fire Emblem game that I think a few people like to forget.
Okay.
What do you think of Tokyo Mirage Sessions Sharp FE?
It's definitely a game. I've never played it, so I have no idea.
Okay.
I've never played it or have seen footage of it, so it just exists to me.
I don't think I want to play it.
It's kind of a weak point to have, but I've just never played it.
It looks like Persona.
I think it is a Persona-esque kind of game, what I've seen.
I don't know. It just doesn't really appeal to me.
Yeah.
Like if I was gonna make an SMT X Fire Emblem, it would be an SMT game, but every demon is Fire Emblem themed.
I don't like SMT, so I'm kind of don't really have a a point in that.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think that's it. We went on for a pretty good time. I'm pretty satisfied with everything that's been said and everything that went on. So, anything you want to shout out? Anything like that?
Yeah. Even though we didn't talk about it, I be gaming. I mostly shell out a pretty shitty fighting game. It's called JoJo's All-Star Battle R. You guys should check that out. Game is cool. If you like shit video game, you should definitely follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/Shinobu1_. I post a lot of stuff regarding JoJo's and JoJo stuff. I host tournaments and stuff for the game. So if you ever wanna, take a peek at it, you should definitely watch. Also, I stream too. Twitch.tv/Shinobu__. So I'll be not well probably split the episode a little bit too, but this upcoming week I'll be streaming some JoJo stuff, so that'll be fun.
All right. Well, that's it. See you next week. Maybe. If I do one next week, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. Thanks for coming on.